Dwarves are one of the oldest races in the Tolkien universe. You probably know stories about Thorin's company and their quest for Erebor, or about great deeds of Gimli, son of Gloin. But today let me tell you a bit more about the early history of the dwarven race. If you like our videos, subscribe to the channel and write a comment. It helps us create better and better content. Vala Aule, often called the Smith, wanted to teach his craft to the children of Ilúvatar from the moment he heard about them. But time passed, and the one did not fulfill his intention. The impatient Aule decided to secretly create his own race. In the underground hall, under the undefined mountains of Middle-earth, he created the 7 fathers of the dwarves. All had no clue about the appearance or character of the elves and humans. For the sake of the chaos that Melkor caused, Valar decided to make his children strong and relentless. Above all, however, he made them creatures who hated domination. He also instilled in them a part of his love for the world and the values that he believed were important. This perfectly explains the passion of dwarves for valuable materials hidden in the ground. Valar also invented a special language that these creatures would use. Khazad-dum was used and kept secret from strangers by all dwarves in later ages. For betraying the alphabet, there was even a threat of exclusion from the clan. For now, however, Owl did not have enough power to breathe life into his children. They could only function if he thought of them. Ilúvatar watched Owl's actions and reprimanded him. Owl expressed his remorse for the One. With tears in his eyes, he was ready to destroy the creatures. But when the hammer was falling down, the dwarves woke up and they began to quiver in fear of their creator. Ilúvatar accepted them in his vision of Arda and allowed them to live. He did not intend to perfect them, but the dwarves could not wake up before the elves. Owl arranged the 7 fathers of the dwarven clans to sleep in various places on Arda and waited patiently for the rest of the years for the awakening of the elves. Finally, the 7 fathers of the dwarves rose up in various places in the world with their wives. Of all 7, we know only the name and fate of one, Durin the Deathless. Durin was the only one of the dwarven fathers who did not wake up with a wife. He moved south from Mount Gundabad alone, and other dwarves joined him on the way. Wandering with his ever-growing clan, Durin stopped in a valley at the foot of the mountains. Beautiful green forests grew there, and numerous waterfalls flowed from the mountains to an oval lake in the center of the valley. Durin saw in the shimmering lake a reflection of the stars formed in the crown. The dwarf saw it as a sign. He named the lake khazad-dum. In the place where he looked at the surface of the water, his ancestors later put up a monolith called the Durin's Stone. The 3 peaks towering over the lake were named Caradhras, Celebdil, and Fanwydol. The valley itself received the name Azanul-Bizar. Durin's clan, the Longbeards, settled in the caves above the valley and began to drill deep into the mountains, creating khazad-dum. The years of the first king's reign were a golden era for the fortress. During this period, khazad-dum grew not only in terms of the size of the caves, but also in terms of population, until it became the best dwarven fortress. Before the Noldor came to Middle-earth in pursuit of the Silmarils, the city of Durin was already known to inhabitants of Arda. Apart from the Longbeards, 6 other clans woke up on Arda. Blacklocks and Stonefoots woke up in the east, as did Ironfists and Stiffbeards. We do not know much about these 4 clans. Only the rumors of people saying that the tribes there were cooperating with the orcs in the First Age. To the west of Gundabad, however, the tribes of the Broadbeams and the Firebeards woke up, which founded the fortresses of Nogrod and Belegost in the Blue Mountains. They were involved in many stories from the First Age.